So I want to challenge us to turn out more people to this event than Seneca Scott turns out to this event. What do you think? I feel embarrassed when that dude turns out more people than us. I think that needs to end now with this event. Let's turn out lots and lots of people. So,
y'all hear that? I feel embarrassed when that dude turns out more people than us. Well, they got embarrassed on 9/9. No, they did not turn out more people than us. None of their people came out, but our people came out. Over 300 of them. Let's get into the rally. Neighbors remain peaceful while the mayor's event, the town hall, collapsed into protest. Okay, but first I have a couple of things to share with you. The freak out. I'm sorry. First, before the rally happened, Oakland side also joined in the fray, the hate Seneca fray, and Seneca Scott, organizer of upcoming rally for public safety, denounced for hateful anti-LGBTQ statement. Then they got me looking at Lauren. Lauren had nothing to do with, look at, what is this picture? Lauren asked them to remove that picture and they refused to remove that picture because they tried to use this as a hit piece on Lauren Taylor. This long article goes into the whole thing about why we're having Saturday's town hall. If you heard about town hall, you may have also heard about another event, a sort of counter protest, scheduled to happen outside the church. It's being organized by Neighbors Together and former city council member Lauren Taylor. Then they went on to Brandon Harami and trying to publicize our personal spats that he had with so many people with his smeary bot account that don't get mentioned. It just goes on and on. It's a long article. I don't have time to read it. This show is already going on too long. So it's saying what's happening at the Neighbor Together rally, and they put who the speakers were. This is what they do, right? And so check this out. We had a couple of elected officials ready to speak. They weren't gonna speak. Anyone who knows anything, excuse me, about this rally, sorry about that. Anyone that knows anything about the rally's planning knows no elected official was invited to speak. They were invited to attend, knowing that they would get pressure put on them and we would be able to see who was a coward and who wasn't. And they fell for it. We didn't care about them. It was never about them. See, no matter what these people says, you see how long this is? All they did was try to smear me and scare people away, right, from coming to the rally. Huge anti-Seneca campaign. That's nothing to do with Oakland's public safety crisis. I'm not an elected official. I'm not the mayor. I'm not the one missing public safety grants. Oh, wait, that didn't happen yet. The public safety grant wasn't missed yet. That happened the week after this. But yeah. So let's get into the rally itself, which was actually a beautiful event. It went off without a hitch. Everything was great. There was lots written about it, including an article, a follow-up event by Oakland side. As you see, I think the most important part about this article is that the tune changed. They said roughly 200 people, but it was more. And notice how, you see that photo there? I don't see all the counter protesters. What happened to them? They didn't show up. They tried to downplay the crowd as usual. But at this event, which was just a beautiful event. We had free ice cream given out to the neighbors. People were happy and smiling. We built a wooden stage so we wouldn't have to have the hydraulics and the heavy lifting going on to wake up the neighbors as we set up early. Everything went perfectly. perfectly. And here we got some more photos of people who were there. No counter protesters. There's Lauren speaking. Taylor addresses the denunciation. These people are obsessed with me. They are so obsessed with the cynical derangement syndrome. Is actually pretty alarming. How long are they going to keep this up? They actually have tried to kind of made me famous. I don't like sharing Salty Side articles too much. So, I wasn't even sharing it. Sorry. Let me see. Oh, what's next? Oh, Trash Night Karen was born. Trash Night Karen. You guys know Trashy. Let me share this with you. This was probably the funniest video. So Trashy came out to try to harass people. He was harassing Erica here, one of our elders who's a member, and we escorted him out. And then he starts complaining to the police. Remember, he claimed to be a police abolitionist, but he's complaining.
So what happened? Nothing. I'm a reporter. Here's my press pass. Yes, sir.
Level 2 at Renew. We've got a lot of slogans we can push here. Now, I know that I took a little longer.
What are you seeing? I'm a reporter asking people questions from the crowd. No, nothing physical. Of course not. Who said that? Because that's actionable. You can arrest them for making a false.
He put out a fake ass press.
Who said that, sir?
You're not media.
Omar using the state power to state.
See, I just got here and I'm trying to. Okay, who said that, sir? Because I'd like to make it official complaint.
Ooh, Omar going for the police.
It's a serious.
I love this. Police for Omar, but not for the people.
Oh, Davis clowning.
Going to take it to the council meeting.
I like how you invoke the police for your own personal.
They talk to me.
Okay, but you just wanted to tell the police to go arrest
One
somebody.
of the people you're here with lied about me.
Okay, so you believe in the police arresting people for lies?
I'm trying to be safe.
Okay, so you believe you need to. So you believe the police create safety for you?
No, I'm trying to prevent someone from making a false claim about me
believe
that
the
can
police-
harm me.
So you believe the police can prevent?
No, I'm trying to prevent
You
them
believe
from
the
harm.
police can stop violence? Thank you, Omar.
Sure.
I appreciate you, admitting that you do
Can't
believe the
handle
police
it.
can stop violence.
You can't handle it. You can't handle it.
Omar says the police can stop violence.
Look at him. Look at me. Laughing at Omar.
Omar said the police can
He
stop
thinks we
violence.
care about
Hey,
him.
just listen. You need to just
Yeah,
yeah.
Yo, Trashy is a loser. By the way, that guy beat his wife when she had cancer, just so you know. And he fantasizes about suicide bombing American citizens. Pretty weird. All right, anyway. Next, my favorite part of the day. The whole point of having this rally was they were having a town hall with Pam Price and the mayor and a bunch of people. You know, they love these dog and pony shows where they show up. And Shin Tao claimed that it was political theater to call a state of emergency. Remember, Shin Tao claimed that she promised she would call a state of emergency if there was no police chief by the end of the year 2023. She lied about that, by the way. She didn't appoint a police chief until the following March, and she never called a state of emergency. Everyone was demanding she call a state of emergency in order to get the help from Gavin Newsom that he ended up having to give us anyway. But we could have gotten that CHP, we could have gotten all of that support from Governor Newsom much earlier. We could have gotten it much earlier had she called a state of emergency, but her pride and her hubris would not allow her. And this is where Gotham, Oakland was born.
When we are doing everything that this would allow for us to do too, I mean, let's just call it what it is. It's just political theater. And so for me, I'm about doing the action and doing the work. And so this work has already been done. I've already got the investments. On to the next.
I had some blooper music on there. I must have downloaded the wrong video. But as you can tell, the week after she said she already has the investments, it became known that she actually did not do her homework on time and missed that public safety grant for $18 million. Okay. 1 year later, what's going on in Oakland? We have become Mad Max. We have officially become Mad Max. Last week, Sheng Tao had another week dog and pony show, which she had all these town halls at whatever little churches or places would have her that she could beg and plead for pity, which she claimed that crime was down. Again, that was proven wrong this week by an incredible and explosive investigative study. But first, I want to recap and just look at just a couple videos of just how crazy things were in the last week. So you can see the consequences of this lady and why she is being recalled. 9-9, 1 year later, we got a recall on the ballot. For Sheng Tao, we got a recall on the ballot for DA Pam Price, who will both be kicked out of our city. Let me share my screen here. I had a lot of this. Oh yeah. Oh no. Gun. Okay, here's one right here. All right. Before I start this, sideshows. That's the wrong word. Street takeovers are a much better word for these because these aren't sideshows. Sideshows are when people pull out their old schools and they hang around the hoods they grew up in and they do their little thing in their neighborhood with people they know. Not hundreds of people coming in from other cities, from Telegram groups and Signal chat to basically take over the streets of Oakland and act a damn fool. But let's watch this so you can see here are the consequences of this administration.
Neighborhood amid an hour-long sideshow last night, and neighbors say police were nowhere to be found. Those same residents say it's not the first time that this has happened, and they are worried about their safety. KTVU's Zach Sauce live in the city after visiting that neighborhood. Zach.
Yeah, and the fear they say is that the next time that gunfire could potentially go into someone's.
By the way, KTVU got robbed right after shooting this. They got robbed at gunpoint.
Home, as you mentioned, they said they called police. No one showed. There was also fireworks, lasers, a car that ran into a utility pole. All of this understandably has neighbors feeling uneasy.
I just heard gunshots coming from all directions, people trying to hide.
Shots echoing through this East Oakland neighborhood early Saturday following what neighbors described as an hour-long sideshow.
Like a whole hour. No police. I didn't hear no sirens at all. Some people were on top of that house's.
How a whole hour and no police? Because there are only 35 officers in Oakland at any given time, and we had multiple murders and shooting going on throughout the whole city. Many people were getting robbed, businesses were being robbed, people were being raped, things were on fire. It's Mad Max in Oakland. So for 1 whole hour, you had people shooting guns in the air and taking over a residential neighborhood. But Thao says crime is down.
His roof. There were fireworks included. There were blue lasers, green lasers.
The resident who asked for her face not to appear on camera, fed up and hardly alone. She, along with several other neighbors who, fearing retaliation, didn't want to be recorded, telling KTVU sideshows like these are fairly common at 98th and Empire, not far from the crime-plagued Hegenberger corridor.
It happens, if not weekly, monthly, but it's the same people, I think.
Worried that one day a stray bullet could find its way into her home.
They just fire up in the air, and you don't know where it's going to land.
The sideshow follows a series of recent town halls across Oakland, attended by Mayor Sheng Tao and Police Chief Floyd Mitchell, both pledging to better target crimes like these in the city through the use of new technology, including drones and cameras, and with the help of the CHP.
We know that we don't have enough police officers. We can't afford them. But that doesn't mean that we use that as an excuse or a reason not to ensure that our people feel safe.
We can't afford them. This lady voted to defund the police by 50% in 2020. Never forget that. She jumped on with all the other people who were police abolitionists and defund, abolish police, and she jumped on the wave, and now her dumb ass is trying to act like she can't afford more police. Yeah, because you bankrupted the city by defunding them in the first place. Notice you don't hear any defund, no reimagine public safety. All of a sudden, the progressives are super pro-cop now. I wonder why. And if you buy this, If you're one of these idiots who buys this, you deserve everything that happens to you. Good thing most of us don't buy it. We're going to save the city by recalling this idiot. Let's watch the rest of this.
Safe. And we're working hard to try to curb this activity.
Texas Road Dog. Hold on. I'm sorry. I keep pausing. Texas Road Dog. This man came from Lubbock, Texas. Hasn't even qualified to wear a uniform or carry a firearm yet. And probably won't before he's fired along with Thile. He signed a deal where he raked us over the coals. Even Dan Kyle was like, what is this compensation package? It's too excessive. Yes, because remember, Shing announced his hiring before he signed, giving him all the leverage he needed to get the best compensation in the history of any Oakland police chief. And what has he done since then? Absolutely nothing. I had high hopes for you, Mitchell, but you failed. You failed, and we're going to fire you the moment we fire your boss, the retarded or tardy Teletubby. Now you know what tardy means. But we're going to fire you, Chief Mitchell. You're not much longer for Oakland. Don't even bother getting a uniform. Don't even bother qualifying for your firearm. We're sending you packing back to Texas, Texas Road Dog. You are no good for Oakland.
A sideshow detail that goes every Friday and Saturday night.
The chief says part of that effort includes looking.
You have a sideshow detail, 1 hour, nobody came to the sideshow. Chief Mitchell, 1 hour and no one came to the sideshow. Where was your sideshow detail? You just, oh my God. It's like these people think that we are stupid. If you buy this, if I see you defending any of this, I am going to hold you accountable. Stand up. Make yourself known. Be proud. Say, Oakland's fine. The sideshow detail will take care of it, even though the sideshow went on for an hour with people busting off in the air and no one came. Don't you worry. We got it all under control. All under control.
Looking at ways to redesign intersections. Those who live here say they're still waiting, and in the meantime, want to know where the police are.
I've been here my whole life, and it has changed. It's changed so much, and it's frustrating because it seems like they don't care.
No, they don't care. They absolutely do not care. This sideshow also went on to the Bay Bridge. I don't have time to show that video. It's already going a little bit long here. But let me wrap it up. So, Mayor Sheng Tao, if you are listening, resign. If you work for her, tell her to resign. I know you need the money, you need the paycheck, but Oakland cannot take it another 58 days. If you are supporting her, you will be held accountable. Now is the time to speak out for this city. We had a mayor who didn't file on time, used city's time to campaign, illegally bundled her finances, took money from a Duong family illegally, who's now being accused of human trafficking and drug smuggling, and that's before she swore in. First thing she did is fire a police chief who was doing a great job, who almost had us off a negotiated settlement agreement. She fired him for no cause. The city got extremely unsafe immediately after she fired our police chief. Oakland then led the nation in stolen cars. Retail theft skyrocketed. Now we know. I have one more slide to share with you. One more. And this is about the crime surge since the pandemic, in particular since 2023. Look at Oakland. Look at Oakland. Why is Oakland so much different than even San Francisco, who also has a crime problem? San Jose, Hayward, Berkeley, Richmond. It's our leadership. It's the defund the police movement. Look at this stat. Oakland, live. This is going up. Going up. It started to get better. This is a great chart. Let's watch this. 2009 starts to get better. 2010, Oakland gets bad, more crime. 11, it gets bad. It starts to pull back in 2012. Okay, this is when I got to town, was 2012. San Francisco and Oakland were neck and neck. Okay, 2018, let me pause it. 2018 is when Oakland turned progressive. We had Nikki Bass get elected. We had, I think she turned the tide to progressive. And we began to see this aggressive stance against public safety. Now, I want you to take a look at this counter. Take a look at this counter, how it, and where it goes from 2018 on. So as you saw, 2023, it just skyrocketed. That is Sheng Tao. Oakland's overall crime was higher than any time in the past 2 decades. She wants to blame this on ceasefire. They got rid of ceasefire because there was a pandemic and you couldn't get together because of social distancing. No one ever got rid of ceasefire. It was also only between the OGs and the little homies in the neighborhood, not rampant retail theft or organized crime or crime camps or unchecked homeless encampment. Ceasefire never had anything to do with homeless encampment, where we're seeing the majority of our crime right now. It is you, Sheng. It is you, Nikki Bass. It is you, Carol Fife. It is you, Rebecca Kaplan. It is you, Dan Kalb. You have ruined this city. Crime has gone way up since you have dismantled and defunded Oakland's police department. And none of you are saying the rhetoric you were saying before. No more defund, no more reimagine public safety. Carol Fife in there acting like she loved cops at the forum last night. I love cops. We could just can't afford the cops. I love the police now. This fucking idiot. Seriously. I ain't supposed to be, you know what? I don't have no F. I can curse. This is my show. These people are fucking idiots. They're idiots. And they're corrupt. They're low vibrational people. They are ghouls who have sapped our city's resources dry and still beg for more money, more taxes, more ballot measures, more taxes, more ballot measures, more parcel taxes, more sucking homeowners dry, more sucking housing providers dry, more abusing small businesses. But no more. We're ending that. We are ending that. We are going to recall Sheng Tao. We are going to elect Judge Brenda. We're going to elect Chief Armstrong. We're going to kick Carol Fife's grifting ass the fuck out of D3. And I bet you she leaves Oakland right after that when there ain't no more money for her. Going back to Louisiana or whatever your nonprofits are registered at with Earl Harper's mommy and daddy organizers who also getting them all. Yeah, they're getting money from Oakland too. Oh, it's mommy and daddy organizers he was talking about in that video. They didn't get hella money from Oakland taxpayers sitting over there in Louisiana grifting off on us. Whew, we're gonna end it there. We have 50 minutes. I'm gonna divide this in a 2 parts so I can put it up a little easier. But yeah, look, if you're listening, share this video, like it, get it around. 9-9, we did that. All right, we made history. No matter what anyone said, they couldn't stop it, and they're not going to stop this recall. We're going to reform this beautiful city. We're going to have a renaissance like no other in Oakland when we're done. But first, we got to do our job. With that being said, I'm out. Peace, Oakland. I love you. Take it easy. See you next time. Balloons. I love it. I love the balloons. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy.
Yo, I swear it's only up from here. Yo, I swear it's only up from here. Yo, I swear it's only up from here.